You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rudrance for Black and White Sports. We've got breaking news in here regarding Brittney Griner. You see, the Biden administration, Joe Biden, look, you give an inch, they're going to take a mile, and that's exactly what Russia is trying to do, because we just thought the Viktor Bout thing was bad, the merchant of death, the arms dealer. No, it gets much worse. And it seems Russia's got delusions of grandeur right now, and frankly, who could blame them under our current leadership in this country? Because it does get worse, and believe it or not, this is a CNN exclusive. Russian officials requested adding convicted murderer to Griner Wayland prisoner swap. This just broke. Russian government officials, and there's going to be names in here, guys, I'm going to butcher. I'm just letting you know now. Russian government officials requesting that former colonel from the country's domestic spy agency, who was convicted of murder in Germany last year, be included in the U.S. proposed swap of notorious arms dealer Viktor Bout for Brittney Griner and Paul Whelan. Multiple sources familiar with the discussions told CNN. You got to wonder if the Department of Justice leaked this to CNN. I'm just speculating there. The Russians communicated the request to the U.S. earlier this month through an informal back channel used by the spy agency known as FSB that wanted Vadim Krasikov released, the sources say. Krasikov was convicted in December of murdering a former Chechen fighter, Zemplin Khan Kagoski. I don't know if that's not right, but I'm trying. In Berlin in 2019, sentenced to life in prison. Holy shit. The request was seen as problematic for several reasons. The sources told CNN among them was Kaskov remains in German custody. As such, and because the request was not communicated formally, but rather through the FSB back channel, the U.S. government did not view it as a legitimate counter to the U.S. offer, which was first revealed by CNN on Wednesday. But underscoring how determined the Biden administration has been to get Griner and Whelan back to the U.S., U.S. officials did make quiet inquiries to the Germans about whether they might be willing to include Klasikov in the trade. A senior German government source told CNN. A U.S. official characterized the outreach as a status check. The conversations were never elevated to top levels of German government, far as you know, including Kasikov, in a potential trade has not been seriously considered. Well, the U.S. did look into it. I mean, come on. The German source said. But the previously unreported discussions revealed that Russian officials have at least somewhat engaged the U.S. proposals. While the request was not made through formal channels, the FSB has an expansive remit and is a core part of Russian security apparatus. Russian President Putin famously worked for its power predecessor, the KGB. Wow. That's a bombshell. And this is exactly what has happened. This is exactly what Biden's administration has done. You've put it out there. You've let it be known. You're so desperate to get this person back that broke Russian law, you offered up a notoriously dangerous criminal the guys had to go undercover to catch and was after for years. A guy that put Americans in peril that Putin come back and said, you know what? We want a murderer too. There's a guy in Germany. We want you to contact them about letting him go and do a 3-team swap. I mean, Biden's playing this like we are in the WNBA. And far as I can tell, Paul Whelan's the only person we really want to get back at this point. Wow. He's the U.S. Marine, for crying out loud. Far as I know, he loves the U.S. Wow. It's unbelievable, but it's not that shocking. It's not that surprising. It's where we are in all of this. I mean, this is what this administration has opened up with this. They put all that public pressure on. Russia is fully aware of all the virtue signaling, all the pressure, all the talking back and forth, the CNN coverage, all of that this has publicly got. And now Russia is up in the ante. Oh, you know what? We want this. And then we want that. Well, how about you throw this other person in too? And honestly, I'm going to keep it real. They know Joe Biden's not an alpha. They know that. Putin can smell that a mile away. And he's taking advantage of the old fart, for lack of a better way of putting it. Let's keep it real. Taking advantage of him. He knows Biden doesn't have the capacity to push back. And he's not going to. Ridiculous. Wow. I know I butchered some names in there. Don't care. That wasn't the point. Convicted murderer. That's the point. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.